with Jeremiah from Pod TV, editor of Cannabis Culture, marijuana activist, really cool guy. We're here in the Health Expo. So what's happened tonight? What happened tonight?
What's happening tonight? We're here at the Vancouver Health Expo portion of this thing now. It's also the Kush Cup, so there's big events happening tonight. Last night we had Daniel Wesley performing, musician from Vancouver, was really cool. Tonight we have Charlie Murphy, the comedian, from Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah.
He's really funny. We have Randy and Leahy from the Trailer Park Boys in the house too.
We met them before.
It's going to be pretty dope tonight, I think. It's going to be fun. And here at the Expo, man, it's just been totally dope. We're at the Sublimator vaporizing tent here, hitting lots of joints and getting sublimated. It's pretty dope. It's pretty cool out here. It's, I think, a big accomplishment that these guys have pulled off here today. That's Mark, Remo, and Sandy. They've done a really great job of bringing this marijuana thing to the P&E. Now that's like a coup right there, man. In order to get a marijuana thing into a sort of government-run organization here, or at least they have something to do with it, it's pretty awesome. So it's nice to see it here at the P&E. It kind of normalizes it, and by mixing the two together, this is half an alternative health expo, and the other half is a medical marijuana expo, but it's all meshed together. So, you're walking down and you have some of the major players in the medical marijuana scene, or in marijuana in general, right next to, Dr. Scholl's and other companies that are here as well, and other alternative companies. So it's been really cool to be here, and I think they've done a great job.
Yeah, a lot of speakers too, like cool
speakers. A ton of great speakers.
Chris Bennett was here, a lot of doctors.
That's right. Chris Bennett, cannabis historian, was speaking here. Dr. David Allen was speaking. Dr. Courtney. There's been a lot of great speakers, and there's been the Normal Women's Alliance put on a panel yesterday that featured a couple politicians from the city, an elected MP and elected city council member. So they were both really great. I've had nothing but a great time here, man. We've been broadcasting live on pot.tv the entire time.
Check it out.
That's right.
Podtv.com.
That's right, man.
Our sister.
And for tomorrow night, though, this is Van Music. We gotta say, tomorrow night is the big night. We got Be Real from Cypress Hill performing. We have the Rascals from Vancouver, and City Real from Van too. So it's gonna be pretty dope. That's the big show.
Yeah. Tomorrow, guys, at the center for performing arts.
That's right.
Downtown. And a little more personal question, Jeremiah. I know a lot of people have their own best thing about the marijuana. I like marijuana because it makes me giggle. I like marijuana because it makes me sleep. Because it makes me hungry. Why do you like marijuana so much? How did you start liking marijuana?
If I had to choose one thing, well, there's a lot of reasons I like pot. I mean, the list is gigantic, really. But I mean, the number one reason that I think that I really enjoyed marijuana at first when I started smoking it is because it allowed me to step outside of my regular mindset just a little bit, to see things from a different perspective for a while. And that gives you some perspective. That gives you a way of understanding things outside of the status quo and outside of the norms. It allows you to critically analyze and challenge your environment in a different way, and it allows you to actually learn things properly. So I actually think marijuana is one of the best learning tools you can get, and that's why I smoke it. It's one of the number one reasons. But I mean, there's 101. It feels real good. So getting high obviously feels great. Who doesn't like that? Like having a glass of wine.
Everybody has their favorite reason, but for somebody's like.
And look at all the medical benefits. It fights cancer. Like, come on, what more reason do you need to smoke it? Anything that fights cancer, give me a break. Well, I mean, that's not 100% proven that smoking it fights it in humans yet, but it's proven in rats that brain tumors cut down by 50% with smoked marijuana. And there's tons of information out there about the cancer-fighting properties of cannabis, and there's tons more coming out. And actually, there's tons of studies, not just about cancer, but about every kind of ailment you can think of that cannabis is good for, including things like lowering your blood pressure. It's better. They just came out with a study that said people who smoke pot have smaller waistlines on average. They're actually skinnier because it raises your metabolism. So there's, what more? There's so many reasons. Then you get into hemp. Don't get me started, man. It just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Exactly.
For sure, man.
Where do you think the movement's going? Do you think we're going to
legalization, we are going to succeed, absolutely.
It is going to happen. It is going to happen, but we need the help of the people. No?
We're going to overgrow the government, and it's because of people like Mark Emery and the great activists and other people who are continuing now while Mark's in jail that have been fighting this war for so long, pushing it forward, that we will succeed and overgrow the government, man. There's a lot of people working very hard on this. There's a lot of people working against us, like Stephen Harper and all his cronies in the Canadian government, but we are having successes in places like Washington State and Colorado. They've already legalized possession of small amounts of marijuana, and in Colorado you can grow 6 plants of it. That's right in the heart of the United States of America. Once this genie's out of the bottle, I don't think it's going back in. You know, seriously, the weed's out of the bag, and it's gonna really happen all over North America, first of all, I think, and the rest of the world's just gonna fall in line, man. That's my real optimistic view here.
It's gonna happen.
We're gonna legalize this shit, baby. And it starts with things like this right here in Vancouver, man. We got Cannabis Day coming up on July 1st. In Vancouver, we're one of the only places in the world that has open sales of marijuana to anybody, not just medical marijuana people, on the street in a farmer's market situation. Actually, we think we're the only place in the world doing that right now. So that's at Cannabis Day at the Vancouver Art Gallery. You can come down, get some good herb, 10 to 15,000 people celebrating down there, man. Peace, Vancouver.